On the 17th of July, Ethereum printed this single candle. Open 1839, low 1803, close 1831. A tiny body sitting at the top and a long tail hanging underneath it. That tail was 74% of the entire candle. Price never traded below that low again. 4 days later, Ethereum was at 1953, almost 7% higher. That shape is called a hammer, and in the next 9 minutes, you are going to learn how to read it, along with the 4 other candlestick patterns that actually matter. But I'm also going to show you 2 textbook patterns from the same chart that failed completely, and the 2 rules that separate them. Because the shape on its own is barely half the story, and the half nobody teaches you is the half that decides whether it works. Let's start with what a candle is really telling you. Quick refresher, because everything else depends on it. Every candle gives you 4 numbers, where price opened, where it closed, the highest it reached, and the lowest it fell. The thick part is the body, and it spans the open and the close. The thin lines above and below are the wicks, and they show you where price went before it got pushed back. Now here is the reframe that makes all of this click. Stop seeing a candle as a shape and start seeing it as the result of a fight. The body tells you who won that round. A long green body means buyers were in control from open to close. A long red body means sellers were. And the wicks tell you where the other side put up a fight and lost ground. A long lower wick means sellers pushed the price down and buyers took every bit of it back before the candle closed. A long upper wick means the opposite. Buyers pushed and sellers rejected them. So a candlestick pattern is not magic and it is not prediction. It is just a picture of who ran out of strength and when. 5 shapes cover almost everything you will ever need. Here they are. Pattern 1. The hammer. A small body sitting near the top and a lower wick at least twice the size of that body. During the candle, sellers dragged price a long way down and buyers bought all of it back before the close. That is a bullish signal, and it matters most after a fall. Pattern 2 is the same shape flipped, the shooting star. Small body near the bottom, long wick sticking up. Buyers pushed price higher during the candle, and sellers rejected it completely and drove the close back down near the open. That is a bearish signal, and it matters most after a rise. Pattern 3, the bullish engulfing. This one needs 2 candles. A red candle, then a green candle whose body completely swallows it. Opens below the previous close, closes above the previous open. In one session, everything the sellers achieved got erased. The bigger the second body relative to the first, the more it says. Pattern 4 is its mirror, the bearish engulfing. A green candle, then a red one that engulfs it entirely. Buyers were in control, and then in a single session they were completely overwhelmed. Pattern 5, the doji. Almost no body at all, because the open and the close are nearly identical, but with real range above and below. Price went up, price went down, and it finished exactly where it started. A doji does not tell you direction. It tells you the fight was a draw and that whoever was in control has stopped being in control. That is why dojis so often show up right before things change. 5 shapes. Hammer, shooting star, bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, doji. That is genuinely the whole vocabulary. And if you stopped here, you would still be ahead of most people staring at a chart. But you would also lose money, because here is the thing nobody says out loud. Every single one of these patterns fails, constantly. So let me show you the hammer we opened with on the real chart. This is Ethereum on the 4-hour chart, and this is real price data from July 2026. Follow the story. Price falls through the middle of the month. Down here, this zone between 1800 and 1825 is not a random area. Price had already been driven down into it on the 12th, and buyers defended it then. So when price came back down into that same zone on the 17th, we already knew somebody had been willing to buy there before. And that is where our hammer printed. Look at the shape of it. The body is only 22% of the candle. The lower wick is 74%. During those 4 hours, sellers pushed Ethereum all the way down to 1803, and by the close buyers had taken almost the entire move back. Now watch what happens next. The very next candle closes higher. That is your confirmation. Then price grinds up, holds, and over the following 4 days runs all the way to 1953. And that low, 1803, was never touched again. Not once. That is a hammer doing exactly what a hammer is supposed to do, But before you go hunting for tails on your own charts, understand this: it was not the shape that made that trade work. Quick check: a candle prints with a small body down at the bottom and a long wick sticking up above it, twice the length of the body. Buyers pushed, sellers slammed it back. Is that a hammer or a shooting star? 5 seconds. It is a shooting star. Long wick up means buyers got rejected, so it leans bearish. And here is why that matters right now, because the next two shooting stars I am going to show you both failed completely. Same chart, same coin. On the 1st of July, Ethereum printed a shooting star on the 4-hour textbook. The upper wick was 74% of the candle, exactly the same proportion as the hammer we just looked at. Bearish signal. So what happened next? Price went up. Within a day, it was 5.5% higher. Now look at the 11th of July on the daily chart. Another shooting star, an even cleaner one. Upper wick 76%. And within 4 days, Ethereum was more than 7% higher. Two perfect bearish patterns, both completely wrong. So why did the hammer work and these two fail? Two reasons, and these are the rules. Rule 1, location. The hammer formed inside a zone where buyers had already shown up 5 days earlier. There was a reason for someone to buy there. Both shooting stars formed with nothing above them. No ceiling, no prior level, no area where sellers had ever defended. A rejection candle in open space is just one 4-hour period where sellers happen to win. It is not a level. A pattern is a clue about who is winning. The level is the reason anybody is fighting there in the first place. No level, no trade. Rule 2, confirmation. After the hammer, the very next candle closed higher. The signal was immediately backed up. After that first shooting star, the very next candle closed almost 2% higher, which does not just fail to confirm it, it directly contradicts it. That is the market telling you within 4 hours that the pattern was wrong. Most people see the shape and enter instantly. Waiting one candle costs you a small amount of the move, and it filters out a huge share of the failures. So the real skill is not memorizing shapes, it is asking 2 questions every single time. Is this happening at a level that has mattered before? And did the next candle agree? If either answer is no, you do not have a setup, you have a shape. So here is how you actually use candlesticks, start to finish. Mark your levels first, before you look for a single pattern. The zones where price has already reversed more than once. Then wait for price to reach one of those levels. Only then start looking at candles. If you get a hammer at support, or a shooting star at resistance, or an engulfing candle at either, you have a signal worth paying attention to. Wait for the next candle to confirm it. And if the next candle disagrees, you walk away, because the market has just told you the answer for the price of nothing. Levels first, pattern second, confirmation third. In that order, always. If you need somewhere to practice this, my exchange recommendations are in the description, including one that does not need identity verification to get started. Nothing here is financial advice. It is education, so the chart stops being a mystery. If that made candlesticks, click subscribe, because that is what this channel does. One concept at a time, properly on real charts. Next up, we are going to look at leverage, and specifically how a 5% move can wipe out an entire account, which is the fastest way new traders lose everything they have. See you in the next one.